the Venture Fund is an education-focused program that gives students access to real-world experience through the venture capital model. So we partner with 12 to 15 venture firms and a couple private equity firms, and they let us look at their deals and analyze them. In turn, we now have a pool of money to co-invest alongside. So students from all areas of the school, we've had med students, engineering students, law students, but typically business students, get a chance to work alongside seasoned professionals and analyze venture.
Intellisum is a company started here in Utah that was originally called Rapid Mapper, and they were going after a surveying market. They use a scanner that you'd use when you're surveying for a job such as UDOT might use. And they use intelligent pixels where they can pinpoint on a screen a three-dimensional object, and it gives them a GPS coordinate and real XY points that can pinpoint exact references for them to take away from the site, and then on the computer shift it three-dimensional and be able to work with it however they may need. And so they're a company that's up and coming that we've, one of our most recent investments that's reaching all of their goals and having good success.
So Merrimack Pharmaceuticals, we got this deal from Gary, what's his last name? Yeah, Crocker, I'm sorry. And basically it's a pharmaceutical company, an overprescribed round of $65 million. We were able to invest $750,000. Basically, they wanted to align their company to have a strategic, either go public or be bought out. So that's why they raised that round. They deal with alpha-fetoprotein, which is a protein produced by pregnant women, and it actually suppresses the immune system. So they're going off after the rheumatoid arthritis market.
Well, no, we were just looking at a local pharmaceutical company, if you will. They're just in their second round of financing. And we did a lot of due diligence for them and looked at it very thoroughly. But as the process is here at the Venture Fund, we were unable to invest because there's a group of students that studies the deal, and then they present it to the rest of the students who then vote on it to see if it's a good investment. It has to pass with like a supermajority of about 80%. And so this deal did not pass the rest of the student fund. It was a little too early, a little too high risk for some of the liking of the fund. But it was a pharmaceutical company working in the stem cell region, and they had some big potential. So that was a fun one to look at.
We have one deal that a former student within the venture fund has gone out and founded and started up that we're looking to invest in. So we like to look at those success stories. That's been nice to have people who've learned, who've taken some skills from here and gone on to start a company. So we actually we have two of those that we're looking at right now, which is kind of fun to see that process happen.
Well, the conference, I was a little fresh when that came around. We have it every January, and we invite students from across the country. We get them from Harvard, Wharton, a lot of the top schools. We had about 180 last year.
Attendees?
Mm-hmm. 180 students attending, and then it was a venture capital private equity summit. So we just had different panels with venture capitalists and private equity people just discussing the markets, and some good Q&A, some breakout sessions. We had some interesting keynote speakers. Mark Patterson from Matlin Patterson, a distressed debt company, and it was really innovative and a great way to network, and just running the conference, all the logistics of getting everything ready, organizing everyone, transportation, food. It was a unique thing to be a part of from the backside and see how those things really operate. And then it was a great learning experience bringing in all these professionals from across the country and top students, and just hearing their feedback. And
we had a chance to go and meet with Warren Buffett. It was a very unique experience. Very good to sit down and talk with him. Very Q&A setting. Get personal with him and just interact with him on a one-on-one basis. So pretty unique for a student to sit down and talk with the second wealthiest man in the world, for sure. But very, very enlightening.
That's fine. I've been here about 3 weeks, I think. But I joined because I heard about this up on campus, and it just seemed like a really good opportunity to get my feet wet, I guess you could say, in the financial realm of things. I didn't have a lot of venture capital knowledge prior to coming here. And the first 3 weeks since I've been here, I've just had a whole workload of knowledge thrown on me. But the people here are really helpful, and the mentors here are really helpful in providing knowledge and training on the things that we should know in this financial world. So.